Vikings, welcome back to another episode of MVTV.
Hey Vikings, I'm Toby and I'm here at the American Military Museum, also known as Tankland, where visitors can get a peek at military history.
Go Vikings! This is Craig Michelson from the Military Museum, and I'm so proud that you guys came out and looked at our place. This is my dad's dream to have a military museum here in LA. He was in the World War II in Korea, and every one of the pieces that here represents the history of a piece of equipment. There's a lot of veterans that come in that serve with some of the pieces, so it makes everybody happy to see what's going on, and I'm glad that you were able to come out and see what we're trying to do. A lot of military museums do not have the equipment. They'll have pictures and videos and everything. Luckily, we actually have the real vehicles for people can see. And we're just trying to plug away. Very few military museums do what we want to do out here, and the Army is shutting them down because of the cost. But we're lucky we have what we have, and we love that some of our volunteers help maintain and keep the place nice. We have one of 3 8-inch mobile guns. We have a fake Japanese tank that was used in Windtalker. We have a M1 combat car that I think is the only one that exists. And it's just every piece has its own little story. So we have some wonderful equipment out here. Luckily, my dad had the foresight to try to save this equipment. Over the years, we would buy stuff. We also would get stuff on a federal loan. It's always there, but they gave it to us and we fixed it up. And everyone has their own little story, and we just try to make it nice for the people to look at. Well, they can come in to see the museum. We give them a little booklet that will walk them around. All the vehicles have a big cement number that will indicate what the equipment is, and they can see over 100 years of history with the vehicles. Pretty cool. Most important thing about history is we don't repeat it. A lot of times with conflicts and everything, wars and all that bad, we're in a situation right now where we're doing with war. But the idea of learning what happened in the past will always try to help with the future. Usually whatever I'm working on in the shop, it's real fun until it gets too tedious. I redid a big 5-ton wrecker. It took me almost a year, and towards the end, it wasn't my favorite. In the early days, we used to do a lot of parades, and we used to do a lot of job fairs. That's kind of limited because our new insurance, we can't really take the vehicles to outside the museum, but we do what we can. We have a couple of VFWs that are going to have luncheons here. We also have a group that comes and plays with the 1/16th RC tanks. They do that once a month, and we're just, going to be expanding our exhibits. It just has me see how many volunteers I have to help run that. The best thing to do is they go to our website. It's tankland.com. It was just redone by some of the kids from Art Center. And it's a wonderful website. It'll give you an insight of what we have at the museum for when they come out here. They know what they want to look at and what they want to do.
This is Toby in Tankland. From historic military vehicles to hands-on experiences, the American Military Museum offers a unique way to connect with the past right here in our community.
Hey Vikings, kicking things off, we have National Library Week, and there are fun activities all week during lunch in the library. On Wednesday, you can try out our 3D pens. Thursday, we have Legos and other builder activities available. Friday is Friendship Bracelet Day. On Thursday or Friday, you can guess how many jelly beans are in the jar. The person who comes closest wins the jar of gourmet jelly beans. And that's not all. We have our spring play, Peter Pan and the Starcatcher, taking the stage on Thursday, April 23rd and Friday, April 24th. Don't miss this high-flying adventure filled with comedy, creativity, and amazing performances. Come out and support your fellow Vikings. Also on Thursday, April 23rd, it's Senior Decision Day. During lunchtime, seniors rep your future and celebrate where you're headed next. Looking ahead to Monday, April 27th, enjoy a late start at 10:10 a.m. That's right, Vikings, catch up on that extra sleep. On Wednesday, April 29th, join us at 12 p.m. in the ASB Commission Room for MBHS Student of the Month recognition. Let's celebrate students who are making a positive impact on campus. Then on Thursday, April 30th, we honor our talented musicians at the Viking Regiment Awards Banquet in the BSSU at 6 p.m. And the GSA is hosting a sticker design contest. Show your creativity and design a sticker that represents pride and inclusivity. Submit your design by May 6th. We can't wait to see what you created. That's all for today, Vikings. See you guys next time.
Hey Vikings, here are your weekly staff announcements. First off, next Wednesday, April 29th, Viking PTSA will be celebrating Dia del Niño. They're going to be hosting lunchtime activities with prizes, giving out treats to those who participate. Also, they're going to be announcing the winner of the PS5 raffle, so make sure to stop by if you entered. Lastly, the El Monte Union High School District would like to remind all students that the late to school food policy is in effect. So if you want to bring your food or drinks to class, you gotta make sure you be here on time. That's it from me this week, Vikings. Stay tuned next time for more important info about the View.
Hey Vikings, welcome back to Juanas with Sophia. Every Friday during lunch, students can join a mindful meditation session to relax, recharge, and reduce stress. Also, the Juanas Center is hosting Autism Awareness Art Contest. Students are encouraged to submit their artwork, and winner will be announced on April 30th during lunch. Be sure to stop by, get involved, and take part of this great opportunities. That's it for me, Vikings. See you next time.
Hello Vikings, for today's makeup, if you ever thought about switching up your look, colored eye contacts are actually more common than you'd think. A lot of people wear them daily to enhance their natural eye color or just try something new. From subtle shades to bold colors, they can totally transform your look when used safely. And in event news, Coachella just wrapped up, and everyone has opinions. A lot of people online were talking about influencer outfit drama. Some looks were loved, some definitely missed the mark. There was also buzz about the influencer houses and all the content being filmed, with some saying it felt more about social media than the music. But overall, the performances were a huge highlight, with major artists delivering really good shows that people are still talking about. But that's it for me, Vikings. See you next week.
Hey Vikings, the TV show for this week's Ninjago. Ninjago follows a team of young elemental ninja trained by Master Ru in the art of Spinjitzu to protect the fictional land of Ninjago from villains like Lord Gamadon and the Serpentine. The series touches on themes of destiny and teamwork, showing the ninja maturing from teenagers into experienced protectors. That's all for this week, Vikings.
Hey Vikings, this week's song recommendation is Comfortable Liar by Shovel.
'Cause I said wrong. You comfortable liar.
This music genre is alternative metal and rock. The album it is included in is called Wonder What's Next and is also released in 2002. That's all for me this week, Vikings.
Hey Vikings, today's Spanish quote is Caminante no hay camino, se hace camino al andar. Antonio Machado. Which translates to traveler, there is no path, the path is made by walking. And means that life has no predetermined path or fixed destiny. We create our own journey and purpose through our actions, decisions, and experiences. That's it for me, Vikings. See ya!
What's up, Vikings? Here's your weekly update on sports across the View. First off, on Tuesday, April 21st, boys volleyball will host the Royal Knights here at home as they celebrate their amazing seniors on their senior night at 3:30. At the same time, boys varsity tennis will head towards Rosemead High School to face the Panthers. Next, on Wednesday, April 22nd, track and field will bring on the Royal Knights to the Viking Stadium as they recognize their outstanding seniors with a senior night of their own at 3:30. At the same time, varsity baseball will host the Gabrielino Eagles at the Viking baseball field with JV away. Joining them will be varsity softball as they challenge the Eagles next door at the Viking softball field with JV also heading away. Then, on Thursday, April 23rd, boys varsity tennis will travel to Marshall High School to face the Eagles at 3:30. Finally, on Friday, April 24th, varsity baseball will host the Marshall Eagles at the Viking baseball field at 3:30 with JV away. At the same time, varsity softball will instead head towards Marshall High School as they oppose the Eagles themselves. As always, let's make sure to go out and show our support for our fellow Viking athletes. Also, make sure to keep an eye out for the VISTA livestream links so you can watch our Vikings from anywhere. That's all for this week, Vikings. See you guys next time.
Hey Vikings, this week's movie is Hoppers. Hoppers follows a young girl named Mabel who uses advanced technology to transfer her mind into a robotic animal, allowing her to hop into the body of a beaver. Through this new perspective, she discovers the hidden world of an animal and challenges they face due to human activity. As Mabel spends more time living as an animal, she forms connections with other creatures and begins to understand the importance of protecting nature. That's all for me, Vikings. See you next time.
Hello Vikings, this week's recipe is chocolate cake. This cake is moist and dense. If you're interested, scan the QR code. That's it for me, Vikings. Enjoy.
Hey Vikings, last week's poll results are 73% of you said yes, that you enjoyed your spring break, and 27% of you said you didn't. For this week, I have a question for you guys. Who are your favorite elementary school teachers from kindergarten to 6th grade? Scan this QR code and give us your response. I'll see you next week. Bye!
I hope you enjoyed. Bye bye!